first came to Yes?
Yeah, on the first day, we all sat round and we managed to segregate ourselves from absolutely everybody else and sit in a corner on our own.
When we came to Jesus Camp.
Days of Jesus Camp.
With the Bible masters.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Good times though.
Yeah, definitely a fish out of water for the first day.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I'd done the right thing.
No.
I thought I was
We
fairly
both wanted
confident I was going to go home. Yeah.
I cried that night. I hated it so much.
So, next day though, within about 3 hours, it all changed.
Yeah, it was good
All
the
changed.
next day.
It was
I don't
really
know
good.
what it was, but...
Something just clicked
Yeah.
and like it all kind of fell into place. It was really good.
And then
Yeah.
we came the next year.
Pardon?
And then we came the next year.
And then next.
No, actually, we got confirmed before then.
Yeah, confirmation.
Yeah, and now I lead worship in our church.
Yeah. You do like lots of helping out with sickness and stuff as well.
Yeah.
I suppose that was before as well.
Definitely.
But I wouldn't have like come if Pam hadn't asked me because
No.
of like the music stuff. And then you were doing it as like a favour.
To keep... So you went on your own?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good though.
Yeah,
A
definitely.
lot of things have happened since. Yeah.
He arrives at Jerusalem and the whole city's buzzing. Who is this guy? The crowds bypass the grapevine and just keep shouting, "It's the courier Jesus from Nazareth, Galilee." Jesus tells Phil and Drew, "It's time to show my full colours. Truth is, unless a wheat seed hits the ground and goes under, it will only ever be one seed. But if it dies, it will grow to produce loads of new seeds. Anyone who clings on desperately to their precious life will lose it. But the guys who see through the shallowness of this life will get limitless life in the next. You want to be on my team? Then copy me. You'll end up in the same place with me. My dad will dole out the bonuses for those who work with me." Now my heart's shredding itself. What do I say? Dad, a million miles from here, press the transfer button now. No, the whole point of coming is to be right here, right now. Dad, boost your reputation through me. Then a voice booms out from above. No reverb, no special effects, no need when you're God. I've already upped my reputation and I'm not about to stop now. Descriptions varied. Some said the voice was as deep as thunder. Others guessed it was an angel talking to him. Jesus tells the crowd, "The voiceover wasn't laid on for my benefit, but for yours. Judgment Day's ticking closer. Prince Evil's pulling the chains and conducting the noise. He'll be tied up and booted out. When they put me up on that tatty wooden structure, I'll be like a magnet attracting people of the opposite pole straight to me."
Shackles.
One bread, one cup.
Dancing generation.
Go out in the world.
Here I am to worship. Indescribable. The music helps the service flow better.
Yeah,
Holds it together.
service kind of revolves around music.
Yeah.
It's really important.
Modern.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah, they
Well-
like do like slow songs and fast songs for like the older generation and then the younger generation.
The old songs kind of bring a bit of culture into the services as well.
Mm.
It gives the words a different meaning. It's like when you're singing a song, it kind of for me it affects me more than if I'm saying a prayer or something.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
the emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like to be honest, I find it interesting. Instead of having to like listen to a load of talking, have something with like different pitch somehow makes it a lot more interesting.
You almost
Yeah.
I think it
understand it more.
involves-
I think both generations can like see why we haven't just picked songs for that generation, and they can like accept that. Oh yeah, this is good because it satisfies everyone.
Oh yeah, it's meant to be young, isn't it? Really.
And it shows the congregation what Yes can do as well, like what we bring to the church.
Yeah.
And it's not just old and stuff. It's just brilliant.
They're good.
Yeah, they're good when you play the right notes and the
And the right
Oh
way.
yeah. Everyone's
Yeah.
involved. Like
It's something that everyone can do.
yeah.
Yeah, no matter like what standard of talent is,
Everyone's allowed to do
Yeah.
stuff.
And there were certain Greeks among them that came up to worship at the feast. The same came therefore to Philip, which was of Bethsaida of Galilee, and desired him, saying, Sir, we would see Jesus. Philip cometh and telleth Andrew, and again Andrew and Philip tell Jesus. And Jesus answered them, saying, The hour is come, that the Son of Man should be glorified. Verily, verily, I say unto you, except a corn of wheat fall into the ground and die, it abideth alone. But if it die, it bringeth forth much fruit. He that loveth his life shall lose it, and he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal. If any man serve me, let him follow me, and where I am, there shall also my servant be. If any man serve me, him will my Father honour. Now is my soul troubled, and what shall I say? Father, save me from this hour. But for this cause came I unto this hour. Father, glorify thy name. Then came a voice from heaven, saying, I have both glorified it, and will glorify it again. The people therefore that stood by and heard it said that it thundered. Others said, an angel spake to him. Jesus answered and said, This voice came not because of me, but for your sakes. Now is the judgment of this world. Now shall the prince of this world be cast out. And I, if I be lifted up from the earth, will draw all men unto me. This he said, signifying what death he should die.
So we're at Yes Res, and an important part of building the community is that we all share our meals together. The most important meal is the Eucharist, where we break the bread and then share the wine. Hi. So, what's the Eucharist about?
It's about remembering. Remembering
What happened at the Last Supper?
Yeah. So, what do you think that means for Christians?
Oh, just coming together.
It means everyone of all ages come together and being part of the community and taking the communion.
Why do we have Eucharist at a Yes service?
So everybody feels involved and gets left out.
And it's more comfortable with people your own age.
It definitely brings everyone together.
Yeah. So, what about then the receiving of the blessed bread and the wine?
There's a big difference between blessed bread and wine.
Yeah.
Because blessed bread is served at the back of the church, whereas wine is served.
What do you mean? Does it make you feel any different?
It does. It makes you feel,
Part of it.
yeah. I feel like everyone's involved with the blessed bread because then you're loving.
Yeah. So is there a difference between the blessed bread and the Eucharist? Maybe receiving, away from the wine. Is there a difference? Is there a different feeling when you get each?
I think there is.
Yeah. What?
I don't know. I think it's a different feeling.
Yeah.
Between receiving blessed
More
bread and
complete.
Yeah, definitely.
So, how do you feel about the whole congregation accepting it?
I think it's good because with the blessed bread, if they haven't been confirmed, they can still be part of the whole communion.
The community comes together. All status is one actually. Everyone's together as one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One day, some Greeks approached the disciples while they were in Jerusalem with Jesus. Together they said,
We want to see Jesus.
So the disciples passed the message along.
Some Greeks are seeking Jesus.
Pass it on.
Some Sikhs are greeting Jesus.
Are you serious?
That's what Phil reckons.
Psst, tell Jesus some sheiks are eating Jesus. As Andrew said to Peter, some sheep are eating sneezes.
What?
Shh, quick, tell Jesus.
Jesus, I got a message for you from John.
James, Andrew, Phil.
About sheep and freezers. Cheap, you know what I mean.
What?
Ships and freezers.
Sheeps
Sheeks and Jesus.
Greeks and seekers.
Exactly! That's what I meant.
And then Jesus said,
Be careful what you say.
if you're not sure what it is you're saying. And the crowd replied,
That's great. We want to follow you.
fine, then do so, but first you must die. So be careful what you promise if you're not sure what it is you're saying.
I pray sometimes, but it depends what mood I'm in or what I need to pray about. Set an example for the believers in speech, in life, in love, in faith and in purity. I might go on a quiet walk. We've got this forest near my house, and I go through there. And just sometimes I don't pray. I just think about things that are important and think about God. And I don't always pray. It's not like everyone says, put your hands together, but it doesn't have to be like that. It can be anywhere you want it to be.
Some say the middle verse of the Bible is Psalm 118, verse 8. Psalm 118, verse 8 reads, "It is better to trust the Lord than to trust people."
What you do is you write down what it would be like if heaven came down to earth. Lots of people put peace, love, happiness, joy.
Okay.
Yeah, basically. That's what I normally put down. It's peace, love, happiness and joy. And I know this room gets used quite a lot. I know I come here quite a lot. So. Then you can sort of add stuff. And the best part about it really is that you get to use your imagination a lot. You have to take a ribbon from this box, and then this is the washing line for how close you are to God. And say if you were this close, you would put your ribbon here.
So if I say I was probably about here, I just tie it up, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, and as you can see, loads of people are getting closer to God throughout the week. You get a pen and a board and then write what you're sorry for and what you're going to forgive people for.
What have you done then?
Say if I shouted at my brother.
Yeah, okay.
And if my brother shouted at me, I'll put it on forgiveness. And I put not sharing, friends not sharing, being a bit unfair and people not being fair. Yeah.
Why'd you have to rub it off?
Because if you're sorry, then it's basically being forgiven, and then if it's forgiveness, then you've forgiven the other people. Well, basically you choose a piece of paper and you write down your prayer that you want God to listen and help you with. Then you roll it up, and then you try and fit it in the cross of wire, but it's kind of hard.
There we go.
And as you write it, you have to trust that God is looking down on you, and then hopefully you should help or answer your prayer. And what you do basically, you light one or two or whatever.
So like this?
You could have one of them if you want.
Rigged.
Okay. Do you want this one?
Yeah. I got it.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, they're like an orange ones and red ones, and then what you do, you can like think to yourself, like you can like think to yourself, like, you know, like pray that for someone else or something, or you can just think like someone else whilst you like have it, and then basically, like, I normally like, me and my friends normally put it on that. You can put it wherever you like, really, but we normally put it by here and then sort of leave it there, and in the morning they're still there, and basically leave them there until we want to like make a new prayer.
You choose a pad, an apple and heart, and you just pick out from what has gone on in the world and some bad things. So if you write down something like what's happened in any...
or something like that,
yeah.
Then what do I do?
And then put it on a country that you want to be helped. Say, because I'm going to put food and water for Africa.
Okay.
So mostly God will try and help them. But
okay.
So and you can pray about people that's in that country and that's suffering as well.
Okay.
You have to
It's very artistic, isn't it?
what you're gonna thank for God, like for creating something.
Okay.
And then you write it on there.
Cheese.
Yeah.
Everything.
You write a person's name on this piece of card in any different kind of colours.
Okay.
And then you pray for them, and God will try and help them afterwards. Say, I prayed for my cousin in Australia. And after you've done that,
So what do the butterflies do then?
they clip it up.
That's right.
And then you get it, and get either the washing line, or if there's no space in the washing line, you get the clip it on there.
So technically the butterflies represent joy, and you're praying for them at the same time.
Yeah.
So,
And so then I clip it on, and then everybody can see everybody's.
Greetings. Welcome to Honest Ron's Marketplace, home of fair trade and fair play. Welcome.
Roll up, every price knocked down. Roll up, cheapest buys around. Roll up.
Here! That hamster you sold me was a rat. You ever do that again, and I'll rip out your brain and shove it up your nostrils.
Oh, yeah? Well, you sold me a plastic goldfish, and my cat got hold of it and was chewing for days. Greetings. Welcome to Honest Ron's Marketplace, home of fair trade and fair play. Welcome. Don't you go talking to me about rodents. Your shop's so filthy, even the rats wear rubber gloves.
Oh yeah? As you can see,
Business as usual. Now listen. One day, just a few weeks back, this new geezer turns up, trying to sell some new stuff.
hello? I say, hello? I said, hello?
Roll up, roll up. Thank you, madame. Of course they're fresh. No, that's supposed to be growing on there, honest.
Jolly good. Now listen, you chaps. I've got this marvellous new product. Brand new. It would totally revolutionise your lives and transform your marketplace. It will impress the wife, sort out the dog, shut up the mother-in-law, and settle the debts.
Hey, what is it?
This.
A book? Forget it.
No, wait. Listen.
Well, I want to tell you now how we gathered around this man and listened for hours and hours in rapt attention, laughing, crying as he talked, and we listened, but I can't.
Get lost, shove it, push off, go home!
Right, back to work, lads. Roll up, every price knocked down. Roll up, cheapest pies around. Roll up. 3 days later.
Excuse me. Thank you, madame. You won't regret it. I say, excuse me.
You!
Yes, I've got this marvellous new product. Now at this point, you might be wondering just what's inside this little book. Well, there was life, there was death, there was love and hate.
Truth and lies, now there's a big debate.
Life and death and love and hate, truth and lies, the big debate. Power and colour and energy, progress and technology. Biology, physiology, psychology, no apology. Strong words, long words, bad words, good. Backwards, forwards, you know you should. A bird in the hand and two in the bush. The battle and the hassle and the push. Life and hype and trouble and strife. News for the man and some for his wife. The good and the bad and the ugly too. The dirty dozen and the Scooby-Doo. The 9 o'clock news and the points of view. Top of the pops and a radio too. Back to the future and a blast from the past. The funky chicken and the monster mash. Talking pages telling the truth. Address the old and arrest the youth. Stop you, drop you in your track. Follow the groove to the real love shack. Heavenly humour, deep direction. The way, the life and the resurrection. Say the way, the life and the resurrection. The way, the life and the resurrection. Say the way, the life and the resurrection. The way, the life and the resurrection.
Because we never read it.
I say, remember me?
You again?
Now listen, I'd like to tell you about this volume of mine. Special offer, absolutely free, no charge. Tell you everything you ever need to know. If you're frightened, trapped, sick, confused, it's all in here. In fact, I promise that this book will give you life.
So there you have it. Honest Wrongs Marketplace, home of fair trade and fair play. Do call again. Good morning.
Let us enter the presence of God and make our humble confession.
Now with angels and archangels and all the company of heaven, we sing together the unending hymn of your praise.